Welcome, and thank you for joining me on the Path of Seeker. The Oracle Stone of the Week is Snowflake Obsidian. As you can tell, Snowflake Obsidian is a balance of the darkness and light. Now with shadow work, it's similar to going into a dark room and shining a flashlight. The flashlight doesn't change the contents of the room, it just reveals what was already there. And when you're doing shadow work, it reaches a point where you realize that you had an endless potential of possibilities that could have happened. And so instead of rejecting the shadow that you see in another person, you have compassion and accept them for who they are. The most common example that I can think of is the fact that smoking is almost universally condemned. So when people confess that they smoke these days, at least in California, it's like they're admitting some sort of horrible sin, and they almost always acknowledge that they should probably stop. However, the people that I know who smoke, if they didn't, might have worse problems. They might return to hardcore drugs, they might have psychological problems, or develop diabetes. So because I've done my shadow work, and I'm not a smoker nor have I ever been, I still accept these people for who they are and acknowledge their accomplishments instead of seeing only their fault because they smoke. And that's the gift of shadow work, compassion. And it is a balance of light and dark in ourselves because we know that we have the potential to be like the people we hate. And though we may choose not to be that way, then we recognize and accept others for who they are. Well, that's the work we're doing this week. And until next week.